Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you. This is Kamal sir, and you are catching me on Cracked English by Kamal sir. Dear friends, I am going to deliver today a poem that is none by but a photograph, the plus one's very first poem. So let me throw some light on the poem itself, a photograph by Charlotte Olson. So the poem photograph had been divided by Charlotte Olson into three different parts, or you can say into three different stages. As far as the very first stage is concerned, she talked about the scene of a seashore. In that very scene, the poet's mother was there along with her cousin sisters, and they were enjoying a sea holiday on the seashore itself. Moreover, the poet's mother age was near about 12 years at the time of that very photograph taken at the seashore. Now comes the second stage. In the second part, it takes us to 30, more than 30 years later. And at that very time, the poet's mother used to look at that very photograph, and she used to take the way how she as well as her cousins dressed at that very time while taking a photograph. So she used to laugh at themselves at that very time. After a gap of more than 30 years. Over to third stage. Third stage deals with that scenario when the poet's mother was no more with the poet. So our poet Charlotte Olson was very sad. She remembers her mother with a heavy heart. Moreover, poet herself becomes nostalgic when she thinks about how her mother used to be while she was alive on the surface of the earth. So these are the three stages into which the whole poem had been divided by Charlotte Olson, the poet herself. Now, coming over to the summary of this poem starts with the thing that the poet herself, that the poet Charlotte Olson herself looks at the photograph. And whenever she looks at the photograph, in that very photograph, her mother, poet's mother, was there along with her cousins. They were enjoying a sea holiday. So this very photograph had been taken by the uncle of poet's mother at that very time when the poet Charlotte Olson was not born. At that very time, the photograph had been taken. This photograph doesn't consist of only poet's mother, but her sisters also. Cousin sisters of poet's mother are already there in the photograph. They were just enjoying themselves on the seashore. Moreover, as the breeze flows, so the breeze ruffled their hair. It was already there in the photograph itself. As the poem proceeds further, the poet Charlotte Olson, she observes the face of her mother. She observed that the face of her mother was once very sweet. But with the passage of time, her sweet was changed. Her face was changed. That sweetness was turned into badness. But as far as the sea is concerned, it didn't get any change. The sea remained unchanged. So here the poet Charlotte Olson, she made a contrast between two things, mortal and immortal things. As far as man is concerned, man is mortal, means all human beings are subject to decay. We are to die. That's why it is called man is mortal. But as far as all the things are concerned, just like heaven bodies are concerned, streams are concerned, seas are concerned, these are immortal things. That's why they don't have to perish. They don't have to die at all. That was the case of all these things. So, after this process, poet, the poet Charlotte Olson, she recalls how her mother became nostalgic when looking at the photograph itself. The poet's mother would recall by looking at the dresses that they were worn at the time of photograph had been taken at the seashore. Actually, they were looking very funny. That's why she used to laugh whenever she got a chance to look at the photograph. She here was the poet's mother. Poet's mother herself was the she here. Now, moving on to our next thing. Whenever, with the passage of time, there is a loss to both the things. The poet herself admitted it by writing the line with the heavy loss. Both ride with the heavy loss. And under this, the poet's mother God died. That was a heavy loss to poet's mother. Secondly, the poet herself lost her mother. It means the poet Charlotte Olson lost the beautiful face and beautiful smile of her mother. That is the second loss. So the poet used the line, both lie with labored ease of loss. Both lie with labored ease of loss in the poem itself. So here it means that there was a loss to both sides, to two persons. First is the poet's mother herself, second is the poet herself. In this way, the poet talks about her poem. As far as the poet's mother's laughter was concerned, the poet's mother's laughter came to her even after a gap of 33 years. It means poet's mother God died 33 years ago. Even after a gap of that very period, her laughter, poet's mother laughter, haunted him, means used to come back him. So, the theory about the death, according to poet Charlotte Olson, when somebody gets dead, then there is nothing, only silence is there. She here gives the last line of of her poem, and the line is, "Its silence silences. Its silence silences." The poet means to say that whenever a person gets dead, there was nothing, only silence prevails, that's all, not more than that. So, as far as the concept of death is concerned, nobody can describe this concept in detail since it is an indescribable concept. So, nobody would say anything, nobody would comment on the concept death itself. So, that was the summary about the poem, A Photograph. Now, I am going to give the theme of this poem, A Photograph. So, theme of the poem, A Photograph, is impermanence of life. The theme is impermanence of life. Next line is decay and death. The theme is to be learned by you, it is to be kept in mind. Decay and death are the part and parcel of our lives. Decay and death are the part and parcel of our lives. With the passage of time, we lose three things. First of all, we lose our energy, our beauty, as well as our strength. With the passage of time, we lose our energy, our beauty, as well as our strength too. So then, after we are no more. Then one day we are no more. And whatever is left, only sweet and sour memories are left that are often evoked by some photograph. That very sweet and sour memories are often evoked by some photograph. So I am going to sum up today with some famous lines from the masterpiece Mac Flecknoe, by Mr. John Dryden. And these realistic lines are: every human things are, every human things are subject to decay. Every human things are subject to decay, and when fate summons, monarchs must obey. And when fate summons, monarchs must obey. And when fate summons, monarchs must obey. I hope you got a clear idea about the summary as well as the theme of the poem A Photograph. So that's all for this time. But do subscribe to my channel, Cracked English by Kamal Sir. Thank you.